A monarch is the sovereign head of state in a monarchy. A monarch may exercise the most and highest authority in the state, or others may wield that power on behalf of the monarch. Typically, a monarch either personally inherits the lawful right to exercise the state's sovereign rights, or is selected by an established process from a family or cohort eligible to provide the nation's monarch. Alternatively, an individual may become monarch by conquest, acclamation, or a combination of means. A monarch usually reigns for life or until abdication. If a young child is crowned the monarch, a regent is often appointed to govern until the monarch reaches the requisite adult age to rule. Monarchs' actual powers vary from one monarchy to another and in different eras. On one extreme, they may be autocrats wielding genuine sovereignty. On the other, they may be ceremonial heads of state who exercise little or no power or only reserve powers, with actual authority vested in a parliament or other body. Characteristics. Monarchs, as such, bear a variety of titles: king or queen, prince or princess, emperor or empress, archduke, duke or grand duke, or sultan. Prince is sometimes used as a generic term to refer to any monarch regardless of title, especially in older texts. A king can also be a queen's husband, and a queen can be a king's wife. If both people in a couple reign, neither person is generally considered to be a consort. Monarchy is political or socio-cultural in nature, and is generally associated with hereditary rule. Most monarchs, both historically and in the present day, have been born and brought up within a royal family and trained for future duties. Different systems of succession have been used, such as proximity of blood, primogeniture, agnatic seniority, Salic law, etc. While traditionally most monarchs have been male, female monarchs have also ruled, and the term queen regnant refers to a ruling monarch, as distinct from a queen consort, the wife of a reigning king. Some monarchies are non-hereditary. In an elective monarchy, the monarch is elected but otherwise serves as any other monarch. Historical examples of elective monarchy include the Holy Roman Emperors and the free election of kings of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Modern examples include the Yang di-Pertuanagon of Malaysia, a position rotated among the nation's historically ruling dynasties, and the Pope of the Roman Catholic Church, who serves as sovereign of the Vatican City-State and is elected to a life term by the College of Cardinals. In recent centuries, many states have abolished the monarchy and become republics. Advocacy of government by a republic is called republicanism, while advocacy of monarchy is called monarchism. A principal advantage of hereditary monarchy is the immediate continuity of national leadership, as illustrated in the classic phrase, "The old king is dead. Long live the new king." In cases where the monarch serves mostly as a ceremonial figure, real leadership does not depend on the monarch. A form of government may in fact be hereditary without being considered monarchy, such as a family dictatorship. Classification. Monarchies take a wide variety of forms, such as the two co-princes of Andorra, positions held simultaneously by the Roman Catholic Bishop of Urgell and the elected President of France. Similarly, the Yang di-Pertuanagon of Malaysia is considered a monarch despite only holding the position for 5 years at a time. Succession. Hereditary succession within one patrilineal family has been most common, with preference for children over siblings, sons over daughters. In Europe, some peoples practiced equal division of land and regalian rights among sons or brothers, as in the Germanic states of the Holy Roman Empire, until after the medieval era and sometimes into the 19th century. Other European realms practice one form or another of primogeniture, whereunder a lord was succeeded by his eldest son or, if he had none, by his brother, his daughters or sons of daughters. The system of tanistry was semi-elective and gave weight also to ability and merit. The Salic law, practiced in France and in the Italian territories of the House of Savoy, stipulated that only men could inherit the crown. In most fiefs, in the event of the demise of all legitimate male members of the patrilineage, a female of the family could succeed. In most realms, daughters and sisters were eligible to succeed a ruling kinsman before more distant male relatives. But sometimes the husband of the heiress became the ruler, and most often also received the title jure uxoris. Spain today continues this model of succession law, in the form of cognatic primogeniture. In more complex medieval cases, the sometimes conflicting principles of proximity and primogeniture battled, and outcomes were often idiosyncratic. As the average lifespan increased, an eldest son was more likely to reach majority age before the death of his father, and primogeniture became increasingly favored over proximity, tanistry, seniority and election. In 1980, Sweden became the first monarchy to declare equal primogeniture, absolute primogeniture or full cognatic primogeniture, meaning that the eldest child of the monarch, whether female or male, ascends to the throne. Other nations have since adopted this practice. Netherlands in 1983, Norway in 1990, Belgium in 1991, and Denmark in 2009. The United Kingdom intends to adopt absolute primogeniture for individuals born after the Perth Agreement in October 2011. In some monarchies, such as Saudi Arabia, succession to the throne usually first passes to the monarch's next eldest brother and so on through his other brothers, and only after them to the monarch's children. In some other monarchies, the monarch chooses who will be his successor within the royal family, who need not necessarily be his eldest son. Whatever the rules of succession, there have been many cases of a monarch being overthrown and replaced by a usurper who would often install his own family on the throne.